not me making yet another thing that I saw Rachel do on her channel and then couldn't get it out of my little brain, so then I had to do it. No, that's literally me in this video. It really is. Because a couple months ago, I think it was a couple months ago, I don't really know how long ago it was, but Rachel Maxey, I think is how you say the last name. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. She did it on her channel. She made a really cute version of herself, and it's been in the back of my head ever since I watched that video because it is a really good use of the extra Baby Yoda materials that I have left over from making my little Baby Yoda yet again because she made one and then I really had to have one. So I had all the materials to make this, and when I was scrolling across, I think it was Netflix the other day, and I saw the movie again, I was like, wait, that little thing in the back of my mind is coming forward. It's coming forward, now we have to make one. So I made one. And I'm kind of obsessed with it, honestly. I actually read Coraline in elementary school, I think, because my mom read it, because my mom was an elementary school teacher, and she recommended it to me, and I read it, and it was really creepy. It was really creepy, and then the movie came out, and the movie is like really cool and like creepy in like a low-key different way than the book is, because it's like so whimsical in the movie, but anyways, still a little creepy. I think it's just the overall concept of it is just very, very creepy. And I thought that having this little doll around of me was going to be creepy, but I literally can't stop looking at it. Like I think it's so cute. But anyways, I'm gonna take you through how I did it, and I'm literally doing it exactly like Rachel did it. So if you're trying to make one, you now have 2 reference videos to look at. So first of all, I went to Walmart wearing a mask, of course. Please wear a mask. And I bought some more wire because I didn't have any more wire after Baby Yoda. And then I bought some buttons because I figured it'd just be easier to buy buttons and then paint them than to sculpt them. And then I also bought yarn because I don't knit or crochet or anything regarding yarn. So I went and bought some brown yarn. So overall, I spent like $8 on this project. And honestly, it was only $8 because I bought 2 sizes of buttons and 2 sizes of wire. And then I got to work making the wire armature. I used the aluminum foil to flesh out the head just like I did with Baby Yoda, but I did not put aluminum foil on the body because I just didn't think it needed it. I didn't want to bulk it up. And then after that was done, I moved on to sculpting the head. Didn't get too detailed here. I just had a lot of fun because it was really simple. Like, you don't have to get very detailed with like a Coraline inspired doll. In fact, I went a little more detailed than I really needed to on the nose, but I actually think it turned out really cute. And I made sure to leave indents in the eye area with the buttons and then take the buttons out to bake it so that it would fit in nicely. And then after I put her in the oven, I put her in the oven for probably like 45 minutes because I was using Sculpey and it said for every 1/4 of an inch, put it in the oven for 15 minutes. I almost wish that I had made the hands out of clay because in the end, they literally just ended up being little stumps because I didn't even think about the hands making them out of cloth, so they're just stumps. And I thought about painting on fingers, but I know that I would mess that up somehow, so I literally have stumps for extremities, but I think it's still cute. I think it works with the overall vibe. So if you want to put hands on yours, go wild. But yeah, once she was baked, I went ahead and I made her a little cloth body. I did that by literally laying the armature out, tracing around it, cutting it out twice on fabric, sewing it together, and turning it inside out. Turning it inside out I found was difficult, but I used tweezers and it worked really well. I would like stuff the little tweezers inside and just pull, and I think it worked decently well. And so once I had the body done, stuffed it with the polyfill that I had left over from Baby Yoda. I have so much more left. I need to find more projects to do because I still have more clay and I still have more polyfill. I got to work on making the clothes the same way that I made the body. I laid out the doll and then I traced around it, and I ended up making like a smock dress and a jacket. And I love smock dresses. I have like 3 black smock dresses, and I had this floral fabric left over from not leftover, I never even started that project. I had this floral fabric from a project that I literally never even started, but I decided I wasn't going to use that fabric anyways, so I used it to make this dress because I thought it would go really nicely with the jacket that I had planned. Because when I was in college, I had this army green jacket from Forever 21, and I wore it every day, literally every day. everywhere, didn't matter. And I loved that jacket so much, but eventually it got retired. And then literally right after that, when I still worked at Belk, they had a sample sale and I found a long army green jacket in the same sort of style, same vibe, just more mature, you know what I'm saying? It's a Jones New York jacket and I got it for like 20 bucks and it's just so nice and I love it, and that's my new jacket. So I decided that this doll had to have an army green-ish jacket, and so I painted some fabric that I already had because I didn't have army green fabric and I really didn't want to go to Joann's, and Joann's is like totally empty anyways because I had to go there to buy fabric for a project that you might eventually see, I'm not sure, and it was just cleared, especially in cotton, and I wasn't going to buy like really expensive fabric to make a little tiny jacket for a little tiny doll. But yeah, I did the jacket and the dress not really thinking about sleeves. I guess I really didn't want to make it difficult for myself to sew, so it's literally just like a flat shape twice sewed together, cut down the middle of one side, and boom, it's a jacket. I put a little hook and eye at the top just to hold it on, and I think it turned out really cute. I am not a sewing expert, and you can tell, but it's cute. I really like it. And then I got to painting her. I decided to paint the skin tone on the arms and the feet. The feet I ended up painting, it looks like there's like a black flat on it and black leggings. So it's literally just like I painted the leg black and I left like this little sliver, kind of like the Powerpuff Girls, honestly. If you look at the Powerpuff Girls' feet, this looks like a Powerpuff Girl foot. But I think it portrays what I want to portray because I usually wear leggings and flats with smock dresses. I just think it's a cute vibe. And then I painted her face really pale because I'm really pale. As you can tell, I did some rosy cheeks, rosy nose, rosy ears, much like Rachel did in her video because I thought that hers turned out really, really cute. I really think that adds the cuteness factor. I painted the buttons black. I was originally going to paint them hazel, and then I realized that all the Coraline dolls have black buttons as eyes, so I just turned the string that I was going to use to like do little crosses over the eyes. It's kind of like a brown greenish color, kind of like a nod to my eye color, but like not, if that makes sense. And then I painted on the mouth and the eyebrows because I did not sculpt the eyebrows. I don't know why I didn't sculpt the eyebrows. Probably should have sculpted the eyebrows. I didn't sculpt the mouth that well. That's my one regret. Really wish I would have just left it flat and just painted the mouth over. But no, I chose to try and sculpt the mouth. And the mouth that I painted does not match up with the mouth that I sculpted, so that's a little weird. Then I used some Mod Podge and I cut some yarn and I started laying it in rows. I ended up doing 2 layers of this so that she had a full luscious head of hair. I made sure to cut some bangs into that, going the correct way. And then I gave her a little haircut, got her dressed, and now here she is. She is totally posable, super, super cool. And I think she looks like me. I really do think that she looks like me, and I'm kind of obsessed with her. Like, I don't know what it is about this doll. I weirdly don't find this doll that creepy, maybe because it's like made in my image and I know that I made it with my own 2 hands and it didn't just show up at my house looking exactly in my likeness. I think it'd be creepier then. But yeah, I absolutely love how she turned out. Even her outfit. It's a very me outfit, even though I don't have a smock dress that's like floral. I would not be opposed to wearing one or even making one so that I could match with her. Look at her. She's just so cute. She does have like a tiny little bump on her chin. That must have happened before I put her in the oven, but it's honestly pretty accurate today. So, I mean, she just has chin acne. I mean, which is completely 100% accurate depending on the day. And yeah, you can see that the Mod Podge and the E6000 that I used for this piece left a little bit of a darker stain at her roots, but honestly, in person, it is not super noticeable, and I just don't really care. She's not perfect, which makes her even more like me. She's got her flaws, but she's working them. She's still cute. One random thing that I forgot to mention is that I did put clear nail polish over her eyes, just like I did with Baby Yoda's, because it's really glossy and it's a quick gloss, because I only just realized that the super gloss that I tried to put on Baby Yoda's eyes is supposed to take like days to cure. So that explains why it wasn't as glossy as I wanted it immediately. I was going to try and find a way to curl her hair because my hair is naturally curly. Not like this kind of naturally curly where it's like bad, but it's something. But I decided that I like her the way that she is, and I do straighten my hair enough that this is a good likeness. But yeah, once again, full credit to Rachel Maxey for this video idea. I 100% used hers as a complete inspiration for mine. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can like, you can comment, subscribe if you want to. I am horribly inconsistent, but I really appreciate the support, and little mini me does too. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!